to step to the podium very shortly as well. We are told they will be there to refute more of these sexual abuse allegations against the Alabama Senate candidate. So let's start there. With me now, CNN political director David Chalian and CNN national political reporter Maeve Reston, and also CNN legal analyst Ariva Martin. And so here we go. Actually, here we go. There's the More campaign.
Presence, men and women alike. I supervised his staff over the past 4 years, three years or so, and never heard a single complaint by anybody about inappropriate behavior or uncomfortableness. So I just wanted to state that clearly, as Philip has done, and as everybody who knows Judge Moore well will say, that the man is above reproach. And it's why we stand here today, not because he's a man guilty as charged, and we're going to stand by our man anyway, but because we don't believe a word of these lies against him, and we know them to be false. We want not only to see him succeed in the immediate fight ahead of him, but to clear his good name. Over the past several months, the Washington Post, the Republican establishment, and the Democrat Party have waged a three-front war to destroy Judge Roy Moore's character and impeccable reputation. We understand why. Their worldviews could not be more opposite than that of Judge Moore. The press is quick to preserve the benefit of the doubt for liberals like Bill Clinton, Anthony Weiner, Bob Menendez, and Al Franken. However, they're similarly quick to pass judgment on a conservative who has served his state and his country without a hint of moral turpitude, even when allegations are put forth completely out of character with his entire life's record. We're here today to do the job for the press, to ask some questions, to offer some suggestions and some new evidence. The lies and character assassination of Judge Roy Moore ends today. Let's look at Lee Korfman. She's made some serious allegations against Judge Moore to the Washington Post, and yesterday in a very softball interview on the Today Show. We reject them as false, and we continue to maintain that Judge Moore did not know Lee Korfman, nor has he ever known Lee Korfman. But what we find interesting is that her story has been told in only the vaguest of terms without any deeper investigation by the media. Even on the Today Show yesterday, Korfman was not asked to substantiate one detail of her story. So we have done some basic research and offer the following for consideration. Korfman alleges, number one, that she was with her mother at a court hearing in early 1979. According to court documents that we were easily able to obtain at the Etowah County Courthouse, I'll be glad to give you directions. The Etowah County Courthouse, the court documents signed by Lee Korfman's parents back when she was a minor, asked for custody to be changed from the mother to the father. And as best as we can tell, the hearing, if it ever happened, to which Lee Korfman refers, took place February 21st of 1979, and on that date, you haven't heard this yet, on that date, the judge signed the order where the parents requested that Lee Korfman be transferred from the custody of her mother to her father. Secondly, she claims her life spiraled out of control after she first was contacted by Judge Roy Moore. However, as her own parents said in their joint petition to modify custody, and I quote, that each of the parties have become increasingly concerned and worried about certain disciplinary and behavioral problems being manifested by their minor child. Okay, this was the basis for them asking that custody be changed from Lee Korfman's mother to her father, because the father was better equipped, having been remarried and being of a stronger personality, to deal with the already existing disciplinary problems of Lee Korfman. Second problem with Lee Korfman's story. Third, as you know, one of the linchpins of her story is that Judge Moore talked to her on, quote, her phone in her bedroom. Within days of this story coming out, her own mother told Breitbart News that there was no phone in her bedroom. So we know that has proved to be a falsehood as well. Fourthly, Korfman claims that Moore picked her up around the corner from her house. Korfman alleges that she would meet Moore around the corner from her house and he would take her to her house, according to her. However, according to public records that the media has not bothered to look at, we've been able to find that Korfman's supposed pickup place was almost a mile away from her mother's house and would have been across a major thoroughfare. This is yet another improbable fact in Lee Korfman's own words and story that the media has not bothered to investigate. Finally, I would point out that Korfman's father did not live in Gadsden or even Rainbow City at the time of all this. He lived farther away in Ohatchee, Alabama, as is borne out by these court documents that you all may find at the Etowah County Courthouse. John Adams once said, "Facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes, our inclinations, or the dictates of our passions, they cannot alter the state of facts and evidence." If the liberal media were half as interested in investigating these accusations against Judge Moore as they are in scaring up 1980s era false gossip at the Gadsden Mall, then we would be getting to the bottom of this and moving on. We urge the press to do its job. Thank you.
My name is Stan Cook. I've known Judge Moore for many, many years. Knowing his